내 목소리가 잘 들립니까? 자, 그러면 시간이 되었으므로 시작하기로 하겠습니다. 여기 한국말을 못 알아듣는 사람이 있나요? I'm not talking yet. I think I should go ahead with English, so please understand a bit of Korean. But anyway, let me proceed with in English. So let me begin with our orientation. And if you have some difficulty understanding what I'm talking about, you can always ask me any kind of question at Neighbor Cafe. Okay? Let's start. Our class is PHYS 151, General Physics 1. So my name is Jung-il Lee at the Department of Physics. Contact. We communicate only through the KPOPE Neighbor Cafe. Perhaps you might know that we have 3,200 students in this semester I have to take care of. So it is physically impossible for me to communicate with you through email. Suppose that everybody sent me an email, just only a single email. It accumulates to 3,000. It is impossible for me to communicate through email. So please understand, only for exceptional cases, if you believe this is an emergency, then you can send me an email. And if the case is very, very personal, so private one, so you absolutely don't want to make it public, then you can send me an email. That's fine. However, the usual question and any academic question any administrative question should be given at Neighbor Cafe. So let me first visit Neighbor Cafe. So you can visit cafe.naver.com/kpop. Okay, I have a button to get there. On the left side, we have toolbar. There are many buttons. First, K-pop news is not specific to our class. Nothing special, miscellaneous, the joke, and so on. Rules, a general announcement that is applicable to every class that I am taking care of. Escape from scientific absurdity. Now this semester we have more than 2,800 students present. We are here. There are 3 classes that I'm operating. So I'm taking care of class 12, 13, and 15, and you are number 15. But because there are so many classes and so many students, I have unified all of the board, and 12, 13, and 15, everybody should write anything you want to ask me here, K-pop Physics 1. Okay. And announcements are given in here, and then let's click this announcement. So and you can ask me any kind of question in here, Q&A/P1. Okay, let's see. We have 04 Songgyuk 16. If you want to write anything to me and want to communicate with any other students, you must choose your nickname. And there is a rule. Our class is number 15, and Mr. Song Gi-wook is here. We are 15, and he is also taking ESA. So in that case, his nickname should be 04. That stands for the subclass for ESA first. And then 15 indicates that he's taking General Physics 1, class 15. So 0415 and your full name. And at the end of your full name, you just copy the last 2 digits of, for example, last two digits of your, for example, this is 15 정현서 01, something like that. So if you write a message with a nickname, then you do not have to write anything about yourself. For example, just remove this hat because I know who he is. And just write down the body and just neglect this. Because many other people who are not taking this course can see. So they are looking for collect your private information. So do not make them public to protect us. Okay? Everybody should keep their personal information from being displayed on this board. So that's it. So our communication is through this board, P1 Q&A/P1. All right. Next, textbook. We have our own textbook and it is completely free. So let me visit there. We have our own library. That is, click this. Now you can make a bookmark. This is a K-pop digital library. Do you know what K-pop is? K-pop is not K-pop, but K-pop. E at the end is silent. Do not pronunciate. So K-pop digital library. What is K-pop? The Korea Pragmatist Organization for Physics Education. So we are NGO and nobody supports us. We have nothing to do with Korea University. We have nothing to do with the Korea government. It is just we do not make any money producing the educational the materials. And there are links. Our education material is reproduced by the YouTube video lectures, and you can click this to find what the education materials are. For example, right now we are broadcasting the live, making a live broadcast for the orientation. If you're interested, who am I? So I'm the professor of physics at Korea University. I'm working at Korea University since 2004. Before I came to Korea, I worked at the Argonne National Laboratory, where the first reactor that ended the Second World War was created. My building was a 362, and the Chicago Pi, that is the first reactor, was built and saved somewhere near the next to our building. Before that, I just stopped by Ohio State University, and before that, I worked at the DAISY, that is an electron proton collider in Hamburg, and the University of Hamburg Department of Physics, Theoretical Particle Physics Department division. It was at DAISY, so I stayed at Hamburg for more than 3 years. And I was educated from the undergraduate until the end of the PhD course. I was educated at the Seoul National University. And my major field in the particle physics, theoretical particle physics, and I have been working on the mechanism of a quark. So my nickname Quark Valley is named after the quark that I'm studying for more than 20 years, almost 30 years. Okay, I'd like to tell you that the K-pop education materials is based on my teaching experience with you, and our original lecture notes are in many cases published in SCI journals, and it is almost impossible for us to find such kind of person, because many people are they're working really on the advanced physics, but I'm retiring soon, so the last part of my career is being concentrated on producing the education material. Though almost 40 years ago when I entered undergraduate, since then nobody has written physics textbook neither in Korean or in English. But because we are communicating in English, usually the physics terminologies are being communicated when we write in English. So I'm preparing a new kind of textbook that is completely online and completely free textbook. So please make use of it. And if you find anything that can be improved, just report me. So someday it will become a famous but absolutely free the textbook, and that can be enjoyed by the many people all over the world. Right now, our YouTube channel is seen. They watch almost 75% of people who visit K-pop YouTube channel is not Korean. Okay, so Korean students are just a minority in this K-pop YouTube channel. Please understand. Okay, we have been publishing many papers based on what I'm teaching, and you can click. Many of them are published in various journals. For example, let's see. This was published in the European Journal of Physics. If you click this, you can download the file. You can download the file to arrive at the 5,000 downloads. Okay? All right. So, let's return to the K-pop Digital Library. And if you click this, you'll find my papers regarding particle physics, but most of you are not much interested in. I have been working on J-psi, that is the bound state of a charm quark and anti-charm quark. It is very similar to hydrogen atom. And this quark is actually, proton and neutron. They consist of any hadrons. Any particles on Earth is either proton, neutron, and their mixture, and the bound state with electrons. Okay, atom, it consists of nucleus, and nucleus consists of protons and neutrons, and outside the nucleus there are electrons, and each electron and each proton and neutron consists of 3 quarks. Okay, and they are up, down, or down, up, down, something like that. But there are heavier quarks such as a strange charm, the bottom and top. But my major is a charm quark and anti-charm quark bound state. Okay, that's it for my major. All right, and let me proceed with explaining what our textbook is. We are studying General Physics 1, and it's General Physics 1 is Series X. Series X. And General Physics 2 is Series Y. So you will find there are so many materials, so it is very difficult for you to find out what Series X is. Where is it? Just click this. Then you arrive at here. And Series X consists of 28 lectures. It begins with the X1. It ends up with the X28. Okay? 28 lectures. But each lecture consists of various components. This is the main text. If you click this, X, what happens? This is the textbook. X1, Introduction and Physical Dimensions. In this PDF file, on top of the PDF file, first page, you can click this YouTube video lecture in Korean. And you can click this E button next to E. It is English lecture.
For example, double derivative and single derivative and
Okay,
sum together.
that is the main text. Next, we have sample problems. That is X1C. This is checkpoints. This is a multiple choice problem. However, every problem has no answer. That means find the false statement regarding the fundamental elementary particles. However, every statement in here is correct. So there is no answer. This is just a sample that you just check whether you understand or not, or whether you remember or not. Okay, so even though I ask you to find a false statement, there is no first statement. All statements are true. Okay, so this is a sample problems to train yourself. And even the explanation of the checkpoints are given in Korean and English too.
Number 5, calculus.
And then the additional material. So this is not a multiple choice question, but I have chosen a few interesting problems and I gave you the answer, complete answer. So this is another way of checking your understanding of the main text. Finally, in every class, we take 10 multiple choice problems. And that is, you might want to find an example. And the beta here is the very problems that was used in the previous semester. The previous semester means a winter class. In winter class, I have used these problems. And you will find in every beta exam, we have a 28 beta exam, and they have a similar structure as this. And this is just 1 month old examples. Okay. You don't have to find any underground material. You will find, for example, every time they sell very invalid problem sets, don't trust them. I do not sell anything. Every educational material related to the K-pop physics course is all free. If you find a person to ask you some money for exchanging some information, just disregard. They are false. Okay? And all of the previous problems being public of the K-pop digital library. All right. So all 10 problems are given in here. Okay. So every day we have 28 days, 28 classes, and in each class you take a beta just like this. Okay? Then in each beta we have 10 problems, and each problem has only 1 point. So in every beta test, you can get as much as 10 points. So if you sum 28 betas, and if you have never failed any problem, then you can achieve 280 points from original beta. All right. So I have explained what the textbook is. Before the class, you have to prepare by yourself by referring to the videos or PDFs. If you understand if you can solve the beta without any problem, that's fine. You don't have to study further, just to be prepared to take the exam. And if you think you have some weak points, then you can improve yourself by making use of the various materials. You don't have to cover everything. It is its a spectrum is so wide, so just choose the weakest point and be prepared. All right. In every class, learn physics by answering open book quizzes, so you can refer to anything. But it is impossible for me to check whether you are discussing with somebody else or not. But live your life with some confidence. It is stupid. It is very absurd to ask something to somebody else when you take the exam. There is no way to check whether you are cheating or not, but you yourself know, you are innocent or not. That's your problem. Don't make fool of you. You can even ask ChatGPT, but it is also absurd. ChatGPT, it is inefficient to ask a question to ChatGPT. But I don't care whether you make use of ChatGPT or not. That's not my concern. Okay. We have beta 0 showing how you can take up each beta. Okay, let's log into Blackboard. Why don't you log into Blackboard? Are you ready? Blackboard course. Our course is 15. And we can find assignments and tests. So let me click this. Right now, every problem set is ready until the end of this semester. But right now, you don't see all of these materials. Everything is hidden. It appears when you can take the exam. At the end, on the bottom, I can find beta 00, 성적 미반영. It has nothing to do with the real score, but this is just a tool to check if your internet connection is safe or not. Many of students take the exam in a very unstable place. If you take the exam at whose internet connection is very poor, then you will be kicked off from the system. And even if you do not click any button, submission of your answer sheet is done automatically. And then you just ask me, give me one more chance. I won't give you any further chances. It is your responsibility to check whether your internet connection is safe or not. Okay, more than 99% of students take the exam in safe place. For example, in his room, at home. That's the best place. Your internet connection is very stable. But if there are many students who take the exam just working around the somewhere on the street, or even some students are driving and on the train, the bus, and then loses the connection, and after being kicked off, they asked me, give me some more chance. No, never, never, never. So to avoid that kind of situation, you have to check your internet connection by taking beta 00. If the connection is good, then click the beta 00 and begin. Every figure and statements are displayed without problem, and just click the answer, and next, something like that, and you can finish. All right. So only if a beta 00 appears, fine, you can go ahead with the real beta exam. I repeatedly tell you that it is your own responsibility to take the exam at a safe place. All right. After you take the beta exam, the chances are 3 times, and more than 90% of students finish their exam by only with a single trial. And after that, when all of the students finish their exam, then the answer will be displayed, and your choice is also displayed in association with the correct answer. You can check your final result at Blackboard assignment test and take the beta exam, then click My Grades and click the beta something. Then you will find your own score, and if you click this, then it will display your choice and the correct answer. Okay? That's the way to check what was the correct answer and your choice. Because we have 28 betas, the total sum of beta will be 280. By the way, some students missed the class. These betas are open only during the class hour right now, okay? So Thursday from 1:30 to during the 75 minutes, it is open. Some students miss the class, so beta score does not appear. It is empty, then it is absent. However, I give you one more chance. That is a beta joker. And we have a 25 beta joker. So there is no beta joker for 26, 27, and 28. So beta joker has the same number of problems, but the level of difficulty is a little bit more difficult than the original beta. So additional beta that is called the beta and joker is open from during the joker time. That is Friday morning, 9 a.m. until the 11 p.m. on Sunday. So it is a very, very long time. So you can take a joker. If you take either beta original or beta joker, you are not absent. you are absent only if you do not take both beta n and beta n joker. And then you are not allowed to submit any excused absence form at Porter. It is obsolete in every K-pop class. You are not allowed to submit any excused absence. Your absence because of missing both beta n and beta n joker can never be recovered. It is absolutely absent. No way. All right? So, but you do not miss any class, but you really want to study physics more. You want to solve more problems. Then you can take the joker too. Then for each n from 1 to 25, you can achieve 20 points by taking both the beta and beta n joker. All right? So in that case, that diligent student can achieve as much as 530 maximum for the total of beta. All right? And final score will be used to determine your final grade. It is nothing to do with any situation. It doesn't change at all. It is a completely fixed. But even if you get very large number for the total score, if your number of absence is more than reaches 9, you get F. Right? You get an F. Okay. No exception. And there is additional point possible that is called gamma, but I think because the window for beta is so wide, you don't have to worry about the gamma. But anyway, if you have any questions regarding your misunderstanding and if you want to know more information regarding the physics-wise, just tell me on the Neighbor Cafe board, the Q&A/P1. Then, depending on not on your question, but on my answer, your gamma is given. I mean, your question raised me a question and improved the original text, and you will even get a very large number for gamma. But nowadays, students seldom ask questions, but some students ask me frequently questions, and somebody can achieve as much as 100 gamma. Okay, it depends on you. Our schedule is given in here. Today is orientation, and from Thursday on, we take original betas. And we have some more students coming on March 7th and March 8th. So the latecomers can take the beta joker. So we delayed the beginning of the beta joker from 1 to 7 that begins only from this March 27th. So until before the March 27th, we have only betas, and then suddenly on March 27 on, beta 1 joker through beta 7 joker is open. Be prepared in advance. Okay? And if as we reach the end of the semester, this beta 25 has a joker, last joker, the 25. 6, 7, 8. So 26 through 28, these 3 cases, we do not have any joker. Please keep in mind. So every beta, you take the exam by 3 times. But if you're taking the exam in an unstable network connection, then this 3 time will be lost immediately. And I do not give you any more chances. Only the last trial is valid. When? If the last trial is empty, if you are kicked up due to the network instability, David Shin, why do you ask me this question? This is March 5th, okay? We are working on orientation. Beta 1 appears Thursday, okay? So that kind of question can be written on the board, and that answer can be given by anyone else. Anyone else. Most of you are familiar with this kind of information, okay? So, one more. The machine time of Blackboard is not exact. So you have 75 minutes, but in some case, the start and end instant is different from the time indicated by your watch. Don't ask me to shift the time. So even though there are 75 minutes, because of that mismatch, you are advised to submit the answer sheet as early as possible. I think 5 minutes, more than 5 minutes before the expected deadline. Once it's being submitted automatically, then your record cannot be evaluated unless I evaluate manually. But please understand, I have to take care of 3,200 students this semester. Manual evaluation is almost impossible. It really delays, and I don't guarantee that I can finish the manual recording. Okay? So, please understand, and please submit any answer sheet as early as possible. Then take the exam in a place with a safe internet connection is guaranteed. Okay, I think I have provided you with almost every information. So if you have any further question, then you can write questions on the board. That is K-pop Physics 1 at K-pop Neighbor Cafe, the Q&A/P1. Do not hesitate to write anything here. Okay, that's it for today. See you Thursday. But on Thursday, this YouTube channel is not open. And what you have to do is just log into Blackboard and take the first beta test. So be prepared with beta 0 and study the materials at the K-pop Digital Library, Series X. Study this in advance. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for joining us.